everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just want to preface this by saying thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming back. I know it's been a while, but here we are to do our monthly budget and Paycheck 1 budget for the month of November. I have decided that my editing style is going to be much more relaxed this go around, just to encourage me to continue doing this consistently. So if I mess up or drop something or anything like that, you'll see it. So hang with me there. So I have switched to writing my budget down in my bullet journal. I do have my spreadsheet on Google Sheets that I use to do all the math for me, and then I write it down on here so that I can see the difference between what I planned and what I'm actually spending. So this is for November. As you can see, it's my cover page, and I'll have my sinking funds here just once I get that done. So here is my monthly budget, and as you can see here, I do have my calendar spread with the day that all of our bills are due. So I do have that. So this is our monthly budget here. Let me make sure you're still good. Awesome. Okay. So for our pay, as you know, it is a lot different now because we have moved and things like that. Let me just adjust this lighting real quick for you. There we go. Is that better? Awesome. Okay. So we plan for the month for my husband to make around $2,000 and for myself to make around $1,400. For miscellaneous, we don't expect anything, but we'll see. So that gives us a total for the month of $3,400. Now, I know that is not a lot, but it's getting us through for now, and that amount is only temporary. It should be more within the next 6 months to a year. So we just got to make it through. So our mortgage is $1,073 and some change. I think it's $1,072, but we'll just round it up to $1,073. Our electric bill, we budget around $200 a month. I do have a buffer for most of these in our account, so I will just and you'll see that when I do my cash envelopes, not today but another day. So we have our electric bill at $200. I'll adjust that up and down depending on what the bill actually is. Gas, we budget $60, and that is like gas for the house, so the stove and the heat. Water is $50 that we budget. Trash and sewer is $60. And our internet is $80. We'll just round up to $87. Dr. Squatch, that is a sinking fund we do for my husband for his Dr. Squatch every 3 months, so that's $14. Mint Mobile, which we have switched to, is $60, and that's for both of our phones. We did pay our phones off, as I mentioned in my previous video, so we're able to do Mint Mobile, and it's only $60 a month for both of us, which when we were with our previous carrier, US Cellular, that was like the amount per person, so we're really glad about that. Our car insurance for both of our cars is $116-ish. Our Verve is $9.99, and our Disney bundle is it actually just increased to $18.99, and that is Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. We pay this for ourselves and my in-laws, so we kind of took over this payment. That way we weren't paying for 2 Hulus, so we were paying for one and they were paying for one, but we were using the Disney Plus, so yeah, we're paying for that. Groceries for the month, we are doing $600. Household, we're doing $100. Gas, we're gonna do $300. This one might change. My husband drives about 45 minutes each way to and from work, so he does use quite a bit of gas. My drive is literally like 4 minutes, so that helps. But yeah, so gas $300. Pet care, we're doing $160. We downgraded our dog's dog food a little bit, just a step down from the Pro plan. I believe it's called Purina 1. And they seem to be adjusting well, so that's a good savings there. A good $30 a bag of food, so that adds up. And then baby, we are doing 100, just that's for diapers, wipes, toys that he needs, things like that. For both of our fun monies, we're going to do $25 each. Vehicle maintenance is going to get $100. We're a little tighter this month, so we aren't able to put as much as we want to toward that. I will say we just dropped like almost $1,000 on a tire situation for my car. And then we did dip into our emergency fund a little bit to put a new exhaust on my husband's truck, although it was unallocated emergency fund, so but that's still what it had been intended for before we used it. And we need to get his AC looked at because it is cold here and it's a safety issue for us to be driving around without a working like defogging system. Anyway, healthcare, we're doing $20. If you see me like leaning this way, it's because I have my computer over here, so I have what we need for the month. Date night is going to be $40. This is just money for me and my husband to be able to go out and have a date. We tried to go every 2 weeks. And we actually recently just had our 4-year anniversary, so we're really happy about that. But yeah, so that's what that is for. Or if we just need to eat out, which we try not to, it can come from that as well. Clothing, we're going to do $40, which you've already spent some of that. My husband needed some new undergarments and I will need new shoes, so I'm hoping that's enough. We may have to adjust that as we go. House is getting $25, and house is just basically anything you need for the house, like if we need to get some silicone or putty or something to fill in some holes, or we need to get a can of paint or anything like that, because we do own our home now, so all of those maintenance things fall on our shoulders. So that's what we're saving up for there. So we can go ahead and add up totals here. I do see some things over here that I did not include in the I didn't have space for on here, so I'm just going to write them under here because I forgot. So we have anniversary, which is supposed to be 10. Holidays is 10, and birthdays is 10. Okay, so now we're going to add all this up. So if we do, well, actually, I don't have to. I forgot. The reason I do it on sheets is so I don't have to do the math every single time. All right. So for our fixed expenses, we have the total is $1,748 and, well, 57 cents, but really it's going to be different. I'll just put what's on there, whatever. Necessary expenses, we have, I don't have this one added up, so 700, 1,000 to $1,260. And over here we have 50, 100, 100, 20, 40, 40, and 25. Oh boy, why does it always do this to me? 275 plus 30, so 305. All right, so for our plan, we have our income as $3,400 minus our expenses. So if we go through and add all of these up, 1748 0.57 plus 1260 plus 305. That is, I hate that it does this. $3,313.57. So if we take that minus 3,400, we get $86. That's not right, is it? No, it is. Okay, $86.43 left. So that is our planned buffer. It really depends on what actually comes in. My husband's paychecks are pretty variable at this point. He does work for the postal service, so but he is not career yet, which means his hours are not guaranteed in the slightest. So we're working with that. So now we're going to move on to our paycheck number 1. Let me make sure you're still in frame here. Yes, you are. Perfect. All right, so paycheck number 1, our planned income is going to be $1,000 for my husband. Oh, I need to erase these marks. And about $700 for me. No miscellaneous, so that's $1,700. Our fixed expenses are going to be the mortgage. Apologies for my bad handwriting. I only write well when it's in advance. I should really fill this out in advance, shouldn't I? So these are the amounts that I will put aside. I guess we're technically a month ahead on just the bills. So I should write these out ahead of time for you guys, and I will do that in the future. So we have $200 for electricity, $60 for gas. I try to front load all the bills, that way they're taken care of. Never want to leave anything to chance. And we do have these all on auto pay. The only one that's still kind of pending auto pay is the trash and sewer. That's through the city. And their system is kind of janky. So Dr. Squatch is just $14. And Mint Mobile, which is $60. All right. And then for our necessary expenses, we have groceries. And we will be doing $350 for the first half of the month. Household items, we're going to be doing $50, and gas, we're going to start with $200. Other expenses we have are going to be our fund monies, so my fund money and his fund money, and that's going to be $25 and $25. And then we have vehicle maintenance, which is supposed to be getting $100, and then healthcare is getting $20. Okay, and I did change so this was my first layout, and then I was like, wait, why am I writing that twice? So I changed it to this layout over here, so we'll work with that. We have 572.54. This one I don't have as written out as well, but I do have this. So this one is $1,006.54. Oh my goodness. Jeez. This one down here is going to be $400, so $600 for that. And then $150, $170 here. So if we add that all up, 54 plus 600 plus 170, that gives us, so our income is 1,700 minus 17,760, wait, 1,765.40. Okay. So that means we are negative about $65.40. And that is okay because we have a buffer for things like this. So we're not actually negative, which is nice. And I can, yeah, so that buffer will carry us over until we actually get to the next paycheck. So I'm not worried about that at all. That is our paycheck 1 plan and our monthly plan. So at the end of the month, we'll come back here and see how we actually did. Hopefully some of these bills are a little lower. These are based off of 2 other people living with us, and they're no longer living with us. So maybe those will lower a bit, maybe they won't. But yeah, so we are excited to see how this goes. We do have to be very strict with our budget because of our income right now. But that's why I'm getting back on here, and I'm just excited to share it with you guys. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment about how your situation, your budget has changed in the last year. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.